Your was good, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We have another week ahead of us. So for today's start of the week, I'm gonna be breaking down first the indices and futures, then I'll be going on to the Forex and stuff like that. I've been doing like this for the past 2 weeks. So just to see how the feel is. If you guys wish for me to like revert it back, just let me know in the comments down below, and I greatly appreciate it. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone who's tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so now, and also click on that notification bell so every time that I drop something that's not even a chart, but maybe even psychology as well. Not maybe, I will be dropping some psychology videos as well. But please stay tuned to those by pressing that notification bell. And also, if you have any questions or recommendations, also leave those in the comments as well. And as well as any chart breakdowns you wish for me to do. That's it. If you haven't checked out last week's CBD, which is chart breakdown for the week, please do so. And then as it corresponds also with this week's as well, in a sense of what happened, where we're at now, just so you're caught up, basically like watching last week's episode, in other words. But let's get right into it. So today we have Nasdaq right now. So Nasdaq has been in an uproar. For those who haven't been staying stuck to the news, obviously Trump's been trying to do like a ceasefire, and uh, Iran's like no, and they're just going back and forth, and everything's just looking like crazy. Gas prices are still like climbing, but it is what it is. But for this, right? So for NAS, right, I'm gonna do a little breakdown, right, just to give you guys and gals like what I would like to see. So in this case, right, for the morning, I would like to see for NAS to basically come into this level or this level of the range before I can even like look to enter anything as far as like longs. Like that's it. I want to see price come down to this area, possibly overnight, and then continue going upward. Like that's just it. So something in this case. Boom, boom. And that can go for either this level or this level and continue going higher. I'll leave it here. But that's basically it. Let me go ahead and move this to the front. I hate when it's behind stuff. Okay, so with that being said, if it does end up breaking below this area, then obviously it'll end up coming, obviously lower, right? For me, necessarily, I would actually love a more steeper pullback coming towards the downside into this area here, 27,000. So then I can look for more better, more reliable buying opportunities at that area. That's what I would prefer, preferably again. So that being said, let's get down to gold. Okay. Now with gold, we do have gold here basically. So I'm not sure if you guys saw my last video. Again, I did mention that when gold would open up, that it would end up like reversing down from this area. And we did get that, which was just beautiful on that Friday, going upward and then coming back. So I really, really enjoyed that, going from last week to this week. So we did get that test, we did get that push downward, and that was just like what we needed. So when they broke this area, we didn't quite get that retest here. So I didn't get into any gold opportunities. So I'm very strict on my plan. I want to see if it's going to break. I want it to come back into this area to where I can then see an opportunity to sell it. I did not get that, so I didn't enter. So I stood out for gold. I did catch NAS buys those. But now since it came down right into this area, I want to see it if it's either going to break this area and continue going downward, or if it's actually going to end up breaking above this area, possibly be testing this area and continue going higher if it chooses to want to do that. But me, again, preferably, I would like to see more of the selling happening. So even if it breaks up and hits this area and rejects downward, I can also see that happening as well. So again, it's all about reacting, right? We don't want to anticipate and say, okay, well, if it gets here, I'm just going to sell. If it gets here, I'm just going to buy, blah, blah, blah. No, be very, very strategic on how you're going about your opportunities. Okay. Remember, it's a probability game. It's not it's not a gamble. So yeah, thank you for watching the futures. Now we're going to head over to our Forex side of things. Okay. Now, All right. Forex, I mean, for AJ on the 4 hour. I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit more quicker than usual. So for AJ, I would like to see either a break retest and a continuation of this area, or just the continuation towards downside. It's been consolidating all week, so I haven't even been able to trade anything when it comes to AJ. I gotta just wait to see if it's gonna actually like give me like a move that I'm really gonna like to take. Like I could see this possibly going lower. So yeah. So that's basically it. So again, let's see what we can get and then go from there. So it's been going nothing but bullish. So I think like a retracement is definitely like in the works. So let's see how that goes. And I think that goes the same way for EJ. And as you can see, EJ already started that sell off here. Now I did take some sells off here. I did get stopped out twice. So because of my rule, I'm only allowed to take 3 setups. That's it. I did not get an entry for my third one, so I didn't enter. So I automatically just stood out and I actually got that move going to the downside. Well, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna twist the arm and nothing like that. I'm not gonna boo-hoo and cry about it. I'm just gonna let my plan do its thing. But for now, since it's at this low here, I'm anticipating if it's going to end up going upwards and then continue downward, or if it's going to actually just continue going downward, then, basically start that whole, the whole trend of doing this and then continuing downward and such and stuff like that. If it does do that, then cool. I'll end up, reanalyzing and going from there. But that's basically it for EJ. EJ and AJ basically have the same thing. GA. All right, so GA, I kind of wanted this pattern already to happen. And again, just like EJ, just like or EJ moved a little bit more, but just like AJ, it ended up just consolidating for a long period. I think it was like the whole damn week. Yeah, 7 days. The whole week, it just chopped up and down. Like that's it. Like nothing's happened. So again, if you saw my last video, again, it's the same thing. I would like to see an entry coming off of this area downward. If not, again, then a break and a retest and a continuation towards the upside. That's really all I'm gonna say. Like that's it. So yeah, if you have any questions, again, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. Okay, here we have GJ, the beast. So okay, again, GJ and EJ, AJ all basically moved the same. It broke, came back down, came back up, excuse me, and then it ended up being in this area. So now I want to see what's going to happen within this area. If it's going to break, retest, continue, or if it's going to actually just play around and then actually drop, sometime during the week. Again, we'll see what happens, but I have more sellers coming in for the yen than anything. So that's basically it. Let me see. I think I have that. I think that'd be all for today's weekly recap. So again, if you have any questions or any charts, anything you wish for me to break down, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. For any charts, anything like that. If you like to see more of like just how I would enter, where I would put my stop loss, how would I go about building a system around like how I draw these charts and things like that. Like that's it. Like listen, like your charts don't need to be as crazy as mine. I make a story out of mine. This is all just nonsense. Like just that's it. I don't want to say nonsense, but like I can tell my story. You know what I'm saying? I can tell my story. If you were to give someone a if you were to give 10 people the same book with a highlighter and then ask them to highlight the key moments that they like, a lot of them would have different, if not all of them, would have different aspects of the book highlighted. So think about it like that. And that's okay. Everyone has different sets of eyes, different sets of thinking processes, and also just different emotional content when it comes to the charts. Some people they can't wait to see if it breaks or retests or continues or shows signs of rejection coming. No, they gotta jump down to like the 5 minute and they gotta be like, oh, I gotta get in this right now. Like it opened already on Sunday and I'm ready for it to do. Like that's okay. Like there's people right now that they're in this trade right now off of just this. Just this. They're in this trade right now, just off of this. All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead. and I can't wait. I'm gonna go ahead and place my entry here. I'm gonna put this to the stop, and I'm gonna just aim for this little high. And they're in profit right now, and that's okay. They're in profit right now. I think was that 2R? Yeah, over 2.5R. Like that's it. So I'm about to hit a 3. If not already did. But yeah, like that's just it. And that's okay. But again, whatever your system is, follow that system. Do not like negate your rules just because of Tom, Dick, and Harry. Don't just do that. Like and Lisa, Sally, Nancy, Debbie. Like don't do that. Follow your strategy, follow your rules, and make sure that whatever you do, you don't get lost in the noise and the nonsense. If you don't see a setup, don't enter. Just leave it at that. Wait it out. I guarantee you, you pay yourself more sitting on your hands and actually waiting for the perfect setup than to actually getting in and out. Oh God, what the hell? Then doing anything of that nature. That was weird. Yeah, so that's it. Anyway, I'll check you guys next week. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it down in the comments. And yeah, thank you. Thank you. Have a good one. Peace. I don't know what the hell I just did.